But you know, one of the things that you start to plan this time of year are your vacation, your summer getaways, what you are going to do for the summer. And then of course you start looking at the kids' calendar to find out what days they're going to have off from school. And you start planning those fantastic vacations. Well, you know, if you want to travel and you want to travel right, you want to know that what you are going to need, you will have. There's not a better person to go to than Carol Wexler, who is joining us this morning from the Travel Dynamics Group. Thank you so much for being here. We appreciate you getting up and coming in. It's a beautiful day.
Gorgeous.
Tough to think about leaving the area.
Exactly.
However,
it's getting into mud season, so you think travel.
It's getting into mud season. I like that. So it is. It's time to go. And you, I know we talked about this earlier, and you won't call yourself, but I'm going to call you the expert when it comes to travel.
Thank you.
22 years in the industry. I think you know what the heck you're talking about.
I hope so.
You know, tell us a little bit about Travel Dynamics and what sets you apart from, say, another travel company. I'm not even going to call them agencies. We'll call it a company because you are different.
Well, we have about 100 agents. We do everything from upscale leisure to mid-scale leisure, and then we have groups department and we have corporate department. I myself have always loved doing leisure travel. Somebody asked me once, do you want to be an owner? Do you want to be a manager? I said, no, I don't want to. I said, because I like planning trips, and that's what I love, interacting with a client, talking to you about travel. Where do you want to go? What's on your wish list? I always start with, what's on your wish list? Unless you come to me and say, I definitely know where I want to go. Well, let's sort of fine-tune that and tweak it and say, okay, do you want to add this? Do you want to add that? So I basically start with a profile.
Okay.
Age, interest levels. Do you have kids? Do you want a family vacation? Do you want a luxury cruise just with you and your wife? Or do you want a singles kind of event, going on spring break or going down to Club Med? What do you really want?
And then what I think is so fascinating about what you do is you add those touches to it that you can't get booking it by yourself.
Correct.
I mean, if I try to book a particular type of a vacation and I still want the VIP treatment, I still want all those things, it's tough to do if I don't know the right people to contact. That's where you come in, and I love what you told me is you're a travel agent. You are a travel agent, which is a title so many people don't find any longer because the airlines are sending you to there, the hotels are sending you to the internet, everyone's just sending you to the internet, telling you, give them your credit card, book it yourself, and it's done. You customize these trips so that people know they're going to be treated like VIPs.
Exactly, and what happens is after you've booked your airlines and after you've chosen a hotel, or maybe not chosen a hotel, then there's all the rest of the things that you're going to do. You're going to need a car. Well, you don't want a little tiny car that's not going to hold all your luggage for you and your family. You need to know exactly. You need to know the hidden costs for a car. Car rental, manual transmission, automatic transmission in Europe is, you know, really something you have to think about. Where are you going to drop it? Is there going to be a drop fee? Is there going to be a place to drop it? Okay, so that's just a small amount. Then you've got your cars. Well, what are you going to do when you get there? Well, I always advise people to take a tour. Either do a regular tour, bus tour. In most of the cities in Europe, they have what they call hop-on, hop-off. It's really fun. Really fun. Kids love it. Everybody loves it. I love it. Or let's get a private guide. You know, when you figure out the costs, if you have a family and you figure out what it's going to cost per person on a tour, sometimes a private guide for a half a day to show you the city, say, here's the best places to go, and you can ask them a zillion questions. Where should I eat? Where is the best kids museum? Or where is the best nightclub to go to tonight? All those questions you can ask them, and then you're off and running. Or you get a full day guide.
And but I think that's one of the things that I think we tend to overlook when we're booking a trip. We just figure that people are going to be fair and just and honest with us about what we're getting when we're booking online. We haven't spoken to anyone. We just booked this online and we're just hoping for the best. And I think we have gotten so accustomed to going online and finding what we want and thinking it's going to be fantastic, when realistically you make personal contact with a lot of the individuals and the companies. I mean, we were talking about the mere fact to walk into a hotel and a general manager come out of his office and speak to you simply because you've made that contact for your client.
Exactly.
Makes all the difference in the world when you're traveling. There's a comfortability that you want to feel when you're in another country.
And I want to reassure my clients that they are going to be staying at the right hotel for them. We have so many types of hotels. We have design hotels, which are extremely modern, very contemporary, very hip. Or we have traditional hotels that are the old grand dames that in the world that are wonderful. We still have in the United States those kinds of hotels.
Absolutely.
You know, whether you go down, for instance, if you went to San Diego and you wanted to stay downtown at a hip hotel, fabulous, lots of fun, great action, wonderful. Or you go to the Del Coronado, traditional, on the beach. And when you're there, we can provide amenities to you that you can't normally get if you just book a hotel online.
And then I think there's one other thing that people have an idea that if they book online, they're going to get that discount, because that's what the enticing thing is about booking online. They don't realize that as a travel agent, you can do the exact same thing.
And we check, we double check, we triple check now. Years ago we didn't have to do that. Now we have to do it. We're going to the same sites that you are. We want to make sure that we don't shortchange you. But there's always some hidden costs when you do book online.
Yes.
They don't necessarily give you the same rooms that they would give me.
Right, right.
And we can provide amenities when you're at the hotel. And those extra, the breakfast, that bottle of wine for your friend who's going to be there, the spa treatment that we can give you, or an extra lunch, all those little amenities that we can provide, you can't get that when you book online.
And I think that's one of the things, I think it's so wonderful to meet you and to be able to have you here talking about the fact that travel agents still exist.
Yes.
And that we still need to use them if we want, I guess for lack of a better term, the biggest bang for our buck.
Exactly.
But to still also have that luxury and that very exquisite vacation that kind of sets it apart from what you would try to do on your own.
Exactly.
And that's what you specialize in. You specialize in vacations that are more high-end. You're going to feel like a celebrity. You're going to feel that VIP treatment immediately.
Right. Exactly.
You are the expert. How do people contact you, Carol, if now you've got everybody excited about planning a fantastic VIP getaway? How do they contact you?
They contact me various ways. They can contact me through my agency phone number, which actually my agency is in San Diego and I live in Park City. So if you're calling, I can give you either the local number or I can give you my agency number. My agency number is 858-459-4646. And with most people, they call on their cell phone, so it's free. So that's a free number. And so call me anytime. I'm happy. I'm working out of my home, which is lots and lots of fun. As I mentioned before, as a independent contractor these days, we can work anywhere in the world.
Absolutely. And now, is there a website that people can go to as well? Or
well, not really. I mean, they can go to our website, traveldynamics.com, and that just is an overview of what's going on in the world of travel.
Okay. Thank you so much for getting up with us this morning.
Oh, you're
on the
welcome.
Mountain Morning
Thank
Show.
you.
Appreciate it. We have more coming up for you right here on the Mountain Morning Show, so please stay right where you're at. We'll be right back.